Yeah, Max, Tony said, going up to the AB, he left it up to you, whether you wanted to bunt, swing away. Did bunt ever cross your mind, and why was swing the decision for you there?
Yeah, I was bunting the whole way, that was the only thing kind of going through my head. And then Coach A trots out there and asked what we were doing. And I was like, he said, it's up to me. What were you thinking? And that was when he just kind of said, I want a 3-run Jimmy. So Coach A saying that just kind of, I was like, all right, here we go. And then Coach E, he was just saying, do it slow and less is more here. So that was the only thing really going through my head.
Last night's game and today's game, kind of the same thing. Early lead, they got it late and head into the ninth down. Was there a different mindset in this game compared to last night, or were you guys kind of in the same space of trying to get the win?
Yeah, any SEC game, it's going to be a fight the whole way through, and that was kind of what was being said today there in about the 6th, 7th inning is you got to get in the fight. And that was just kind of the mindset everyone had is they wanted to be in that moment. They wanted to be in that fight there today.
All right, we'll go to Troy and then Ben.
Max, it's pretty apparent that you thought that ball was gone off the bat. I guess just what's that moment like as you start rounding those bases? Lindsey Nelson kind of gets to its feet and all the guys run out of the dugout, just kind of that kind of pandemonium after it goes over the wall.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. That was probably up there for one of the coolest things that I've been a part of. And when I turned to the dugout, the first person I saw when I hit it was Coach V. He was going bananas. So it's always cool to do stuff like that and just kind of see the reaction. And it just kind of shows you how close this team is and kind of what we've brought to Knoxville this year with how electric that environment was today and yesterday.
Yeah, Max, just first pitch you swung at, obviously, just kind of what you see on that pitch. And then when you're around in third, you let your emotions show and wear your heart on your sleeve. Was that kind of maybe in response to Christian Franklin, maybe showing some of his emotion on his homer earlier in the game?
No, that actually wasn't directed towards the dugout at all. I was more directing that towards the fans, and that might have been misconstrued there a little bit, but I guess we'll find out. But no, that was a pretty cool moment. And after he walked Liam, and I think he's a freshman, and I just kind of had a feel, and I was like, he's gonna want to get something over right here, and I'm pretty sure they and everyone else in the whole stadium thought I was gonna bunt. So that's always a good opportunity to get a pitch to kind of do some damage with.
All right, we'll go Trey and then Wes.
Hey, Max, if you could keep it PG, what did Coach Anderson say to you as you were getting going up to the plate after calling that timeout?
Yeah, he just he asked me what we were gonna do, and I was like, he left it up to me. What do you want? And then that's when he was just like, I want a 3-run jack here. So, it was pretty cool to see Coach A kind of have that belief in me there, and the rest of the coaching staff to just let me do what I wanted to do there.
Wes.
Max, I guess now that you've gotten through this, in the past month or 5 weeks or so, you started to look like yourself again. If you could walk us back to when things weren't going that way, was there part of you that thought in the back of your mind, this team's winning. If I start hitting the way I can, this thing's really going to take off?
Yeah, personal confidence and all that. Beck and I and Pav had a couple conversations, and if we would have thought that we would have been doing what we did and the three of us weren't really hitting that well, we would have been pretty excited. And, we, as of late, we've all kind of been starting to swing it a little bit better. And I just think that makes this team that much more dangerous. And, that's the one thing about this team is some days not everyone's going to have it, but there will be someone that gets you on any day.
Has it just been mental for you, or has there been some sort of an actual technical tweak to what you're doing?
I think a lot of it was mental and a little bit technical, but, I was battling through a couple of things early in the year, and just kind of being able to get back to who I am and what I do has been a lot of fun. But ultimately, Coach V always talks about it is by the end of the year, everything kind of balances out, and just kind of sticking with what you're doing, it'll all kind of figure itself out by the end of the year.
All right, we'll take 2 more guys. We'll go Joseph, and then we'll finish with Mike.
How much does that help your confidence to know that you can either lay one down the line and beat it out for a single, or jack a 3-run bomb in the bottom of the ninth to win the game?
Yeah, it's definitely something I always think about. And earlier in the year, I probably wasn't bunting as much as I should have been, and just kind of as of late using that as a weapon. And when Liam gets on, it's usually pretty easy to just kind of sack him over and let Rucker do the rest. So, that's what's kind of cool about this lineup is it's pretty balanced. There's a lot of speed, and we can flip this thing over and everyone kind of perform the same way.
Max, two things. One, was the timeout before your last at bat called by y'all, or was it Arkansas? And then you'd already homered in your previous at bat. So why was bunting so prevalent on your mind going into that at bat?
Yeah, so I think Arkansas had a mound visit, and when they did that, Coach V kind of called Coach E over, and then we took a timeout as well. And the only reason bunting was really on my mind was, down 2 there, first and second, no outs. I lay it down. Good chance it's a hit. Good chance they mess it up, throw it away. And then worst comes to worst, it's second and third, 1 out with Jake Rucker up. And I think that puts us in a pretty good situation there to win the game too. So that was kind of the only thing I had going on, but kind of hearing what they wanted me to do just kind of gave me the confidence to believe in myself there.
I have one more, Sean, if that's okay.
Go ahead, man.
In with Max. Getting Pav back today, how nice was that to have him back in the lineup, and then his at bat too in the ninth to obviously lead off with a hit?
Yeah, Pav's one of the leaders on this team, and I know everyone kind of has the utmost confidence in him, and he's always a good person just kind of have around, having the lineup. He's pretty dangerous with the bat, so it's always cool to see Pav in there, especially now bouncing back from that injury. We were all very happy for him that he's been able to get back and start feeling like himself.
Thanks, Max.